Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to teach you how to fold your bills to make them into a heart and a Christmas tree. This particular Christmas tree is on a stand that can stand up if you want it to, or you can fold it flat so it fits in a cart nicely. But there we go. So those are our demonstration pieces, and let's get started with a heart. The heart is very, very simple. The heart will only take one bill. What denomination bill you decide to use is entirely up to you. Or if you want to trace out the size of a bill on a piece of paper, you can always cut that out as well. The tree will take two bills. There is a tree version that takes one. We will not be doing that today, but it is not difficult, and you can always look up the instructions for that later if you like. But the tree bill that we are doing right now is going to be two. So we're going to start with the heart. You need to make sure that you have crisp bills that haven't been folded too much. You don't want ones that are nice and floppy. Those are not going to hold their shape very well, and they are not something that you're going to prefer for making origami shapes out of money. So we're going to fold our bill in half, and we want to make sure that we line up the corners as well as we possibly can, and then crease this just as much as we can. So if you don't have fingernails, you can use the edge of a butter knife or anything else that's sharp. Now we're going to fold the sides in like that. So we creased it in half, and now we're folding each side in half and folding those in. Do not overlap the sides, but you want them to match up just as much as possible. And again, crease that so you can see they match up nicely. Now we're going to turn that over, and we're going to work with this side. We're going to turn that. You still have your crease in the middle from your original fold, and we're folding up from the corner. And then we'll fold the other side, doing the same thing. Folding up from the corner. I see that I folded to the wrong one, just a second. So I'll refold this side. If they do not perfectly match, that is okay, but just do not overlap them, okay? There we go. That's better. Okay, now the top here. We're going to take the top and fold it in half, folding it down towards your triangles that you just made. But again, do not overlap anything. So you can see that I'm just about matching up right there. So I'm going to crimp that and go over to the other side. Because it's a crisp bill, it doesn't necessarily want to fold nicely. I have to be careful with that. There we go. So we're going to do that. There we go. Now we're going to make the top of our heart. So we open up this top section that we just folded, open that, and we're going to push this flat. Make sure you open it all the way and push it flat. And it makes a beautiful little triangle when you do that. We're going to do the same thing on the other side where we open it and we push it flat. If you can't tell, I've made a few of these. They're really not difficult, and they're very cute and very easy ways to send money for a lot of different events, not just Christmas, but weddings, baby showers, Valentine's Day, anything really. Okay, so now I am taking the top section here, and you can see I'm folding down the corner because it's open. So the section that's open, we fold down the corners and crimp those in place and flip it over, and we have our heart. Congratulations. I will post instructions on how to do this. I'll post a link to a website that has step-by-step instructions for you in case this isn't easy to follow. But now we are going to move to our Christmas tree. So our Christmas tree requires two bills. And we are going to start with taking one half and folding it all the way over. to make a point. Now, you can see this bill's a little bit more worn than I would generally like, but I did not have time to go and get crisp bills. If you go to your bank, ask them for new bills if they can get them for you. So we're going to fold that all the way over into a triangle and then open it back up and do the same thing with the other side. And we want to make as sharp of a corner as we can. So make sure that you line it up as well as you possibly can. That's what gives us a nice definition. And we open that one back up and we're going to fold that in half, the section that we just defined. So you can see that the corners here are going to match up with the ends of your triangles that you just made. And the center here should be the center of the X that you made with your first triangles. Okay, we have that. Now holding this here, we're going to open and fold in the sides. There's one side, and we'll do the same thing with this side. There we go. All right, that is the first part, and actually that is the top of our tree. So now we're going to, you can see you have two layers here. You have the top layer and a bottom layer. The bottom layer is what we're going to fold next. We're going to take that and fold that in half all the way down, as far down as it goes in the bill. Again, you can see my bill is not brand new, so it is not the happiest at doing these folds. There we go. And now we'll do the second section. And again, we're trying to match that up as much as we can. Right there. And crease. Okay. Now that is going to be the middle of our bill. The second part we will do is the same thing we did with the first half, the top half. We'll take this side and fold it all the way over. Now it's a little bit more difficult because matching it up, you don't have it all the way down because you just did those little folds. There we go. So make a nice triangle. Now we're going to open that back up and we're going to do the same thing the other direction. There we go. Make sure you have nice point on that. We'll open that back up and fold it in half so we meet in the middle. So we're looking for where that middle, very middle of that X you just made is. And we'll crease that. Now we fold those edges open and under to make our triangles. And again, open and under on this side. Now we have triangles on both sides, and we're going to fold this one up, the one that we just made. I'm going to fold that up. Make sure that you push it down tight. There we go. And we're going to take this point and put it inside of the first triangle. There we go. Now, you need to make your trunk. So, congratulations, that's your tree. And if you want to, you can always stop there, but I'm going to show you how to make a trunk. So we're going to fold your second bill in quarters. So as tightly as you can. There's one. And we'll fold it again. This is a little bit tricky with the newer bills because they have a tendency to not want to fold nicely. They're a little bit too crisp sometimes. All right. Now we take that and fold it in half. And we'll take our tree and put it in the same place that we put the point of the second triangle. We'll put it right in there. If you open it up a little bit, you have a second tree. Congratulations, you have learned how to make a heart and a tree. I hope you have fun and enjoy making holiday origami. Thank you. Bye.